Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? The Promise of Neverland was phenomenal this week, but I honestly did not expect so much weird outcomes this week simply because we've seen a lot from Ray. We've seen different things that really give us information about certain aspects of the show, just you know where people fit in. Oh my god, and where some people don't. It makes a lot of sense that whenever someone is like in a position of power, that someone kind of just comes and snuffs it out. Like they find a way to take all that power away and pretty much make it their own. How did he not die? This game, bro. Um, and because of that, we honestly don't know too much about what the end game of this can truly become. And I think that's what makes The Promised Neverland so scary and so awesome because as of right now, the sister straight up looked like she was about to get bodied. Um, when we see the mother, who's the head of this household, pretty much even thinking about the fact of um, putting up with certain aspects of the show, in the certain case of the sister, who she probably has a good idea that she's up to no good unless unless she's just kind of playing. Because think about it, just like how the sister is smart enough oh my god, he's so good. Just like how the sister is smart enough to do these things and get these kids to uh, let out certain informations, it's pretty obvious to me that the mother would be able to do this or even better. So, with the doll being something that is always reoccurring in every single episode, I felt like it was almost too obvious of a thing. Like, hey, here's this doll, and we have all these dolls that are always, straight up being brought back. Like, instead of having someone take the dolls with them and the dolls never coming back for other kids, these dolls always seem to find their way back to this house. And maybe for good reason, in this case of, they have surveillance cameras in them, or they have something we don't know. So that's kind of where my first thought process started to go once I saw uh, just how much, or just how uh, the way the mother was acting, so to speak. She kind of was giving me the feeling that she knew quite a bit that was going on, and she just was letting it happen. And because of that, you never know what truly could happen in a show where someone with a lot more information than they're letting off is straight up allowing situations to flow the way that she sees fit, and then maybe is going to step in after the fact. So to me, the show honestly knows how to continuously pull their punches. Oh my god, bro, this game. They just know what they're doing, and because of that, it makes me feel a lot better about the overall graph of just what's possible and what could happen much sooner than later. And because of that, I think the show is really fun. I think a lot of people should definitely give the show a shot to watch it and stuff like that. So overall, man, we are in a position where this anime is truly one of the better cliffhanger ones I've seen in a while. I mean, we get the mother gets a package this week and she opens it and sees just an envelope with like a box or something along with it. But she didn't have a knife, like a paper. I'm pretty sure they're called envelope openers or something along those lines. But it just looked like a straight up blade. Like she opens the sister opens the door and sees the mother, and she's just like, oh well, what's good? She looks down and sees a knife. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like that's pretty much the whole entire interaction with just facial expressions, in my opinion. And I thought that was super, super sketch, just how she came in and how she was, holding herself with that knife. Not to mention the look she gave, but I think Ray is onto something quite smart when it comes down to maybe the overall graph of what he is understanding with the tracking devices and stuff like that. Because the one thing he wanted from Mother, which I'm pretty sure she's not too slow to not understand that this could be used against her in some type of form or fashion, is he's taking pictures now that he got this camera, and once he takes these pictures, he would be able to see even his own ear where the quote unquote tracking device is. So, and I called it. I was like, oh yeah, they got it. Like, that's got to be the tracking device. But it's the sister, okay? Who actually trusts anything this sister said? Um, and if you did trust her, let me know why you feel like you can trust her, because everything she was saying felt like it was just mundane. Like, she didn't really mean it, or when she was saying it, she was just saying it because it would fit in this time. Stuff like that is what I got from her. And also, that's another reason why I just wouldn't trust her in the grand scheme of things. But who else can they really get a lot more information that's been around for long? And we see that even the mothers and sisters supposedly have these tattoos, or from what she tells us, they even have some type of um, device on the mothers that if they do choose to leave, they would pretty much stop their hearts with some type of electronic, which is another thing I honestly, honestly don't believe. Like, come on. I mean, like, even the scar on her chest, like, makes it pretty clear and cut that she really wanted them to believe that aspect. But if you really think about it, with how much stuff goes on in this world, and she's been alive for 26 years, a lot of things could happen, you know? Not to mention, she also says that there's other humans out there, so it's just this whole notion that it feels too good to be true what she's telling us. And because of that, we should not doubt that, Ray and Norman, and, well, just Ray and Norman mainly, should catch on to these weird facts that she's giving. And not to mention the thing that she says this week to the kids while they were in her room definitely got under my skin, because that's just what she wanted to do to them as well. Like, she's like, I know how to look at pulses, I know how to check signals that you're giving when you tell me something. All these different things, she's clearly paying such close attention to every single little motion that they do, or heartbeat that they have, or that speeds up, or something along those lines. That's the type of people we're dealing with in this anime, and that's why it's so sketch. Um, Sometimes you don't even know who's really going to. I just need to get hit one time. One hit, buddy. But yeah. Overall, you never know who you could really trust in this show, and I think that's another good sign of a good anime overall. Um, Once you think you could trust somebody and they completely show you can't, that's how you know the show itself is on to just how easy and clever it could be, um, with the word choices and stuff along those lines. But overall, man, I truly, truly think if you haven't started watching the show, you should. It's only 12 episodes this first season, which it's so popular. I feel like the second season should follow closely behind. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys go and check out the Promise Neverland. Amazing, amazing anime. Not to mention all the cliffhangers are pretty up there with just how good positions they are in. It definitely has you thinking overall. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. I will be dropping another video later today. I just got some stuff to do in the house, and if I am moving, I gotta have some stuff packed and stuff like that. So I'm just ending this video mainly because I got some things I need to get done before the day gets too late, and I'm kind of struggling at the night. But yeah, guys, we're past halfway on this first season, and we are a week away or something along those lines, or like very, very close to the deadline for these kids. And with them talking to the sister, they want to even push the escape day up so they can even leave earlier with the sister having information. But if the mother gets rid of the sister right now, it will give a false security to the kids, which then they'll think they have more time to plan to leave, which the mother might be very hopeful for, seeing how she might have implanted some type of camera in that doll. And the other thing I wanted to say is we found out that there's someone even higher than a mother, and they're actually going there, and it's a grandmother, grandma. So maybe even the mom is working an angle to try to become a grandma. You know, like all of the adults are working towards something, and I think we'll know that a lot more hopefully throughout the season. So with that, everybody, I hope you have an awesome day, night, whatever the case. And my God, these bots are super hard at level 60 now. Or it's just harder because I'm actually talking and communicating and trying to remember what I want to say to you guys. Not really sure. But overall, thank you guys for watching, and peace.